It's a little stuck. Nearly needed to get stuck. It didn't work.
Don't spoil it, Willy.
Hey, I'm Will, and I'm just down here at Brighton Beach in Melbourne with Dan. We're going to be testing out the Pentax Espio 738, which is a point-and-shoot camera from 1995. I think to start, let's just get the iconic tourist shot of all the beach boxes along here. Let's give it a go. He's not happy with me. Maybe this one's fucked. All right, we'll try again. I can hear it, it's making a little noise, but it's not doing anything. I'm just gonna open up the camera and see if the film's actually taken on the spool. Maybe that's the issue. It has. It's definitely taken. Okay, it doesn't work. Turns out it actually does work, so stay tuned for next time for that video. So we're on to take 2 now, which is my Nikon FE2 with a 24 to 48mm lens. I've got 1/3 of a roll of Portra 400 left in here and another spare Kodak Ultramax. So we'll give this a go. And we're actually gonna get the tourist shot now at 24mm. Meter it.
Notice you're smiling there, Willy.
Yeah, something that one of my friends has pointed out to me is that whenever I take a photo, I'll smile at them and try and encourage them to smile at me. And that seems to just bleed over into landscapes as well.
So you're hoping the beach boxes will give you a nice smile back?
Yeah, maybe a wink as well. About 1,000th of a second at 5.6. Oh, gorgeous. Ah, the beach boxes.
We're onto some good stuff now. I really like here the Portra tones, which Willy's gonna giggle at. Yeah, something I really like here are the tones that you see in the colours of the beach boxes and also the sky. They're sort of really rich, really pleasant.
I don't actually like this lens all that much. I find it's a bit dirty for my liking, although the beach boxes look all right.
Yeah, like, I agree with that. It looks good on the beach boxes and like landscapes, but doesn't look so great on skin tone. It's a bit swampy.
Like in here. Whoop! Oh, my knee's wet. Ugh. Yeah, I often don't shoot portrait orientation for a landscape. Sometimes it's kind of fun though.
Yeah, like I don't think it's bad, but it's not too exciting for me.
Yeah, fair enough.
So what were you going for here?
I wanted to get the seafloor through just the shallow water. But again, I think the lens let me down a bit. It's not my fault at all.
Yeah, so it's always the tool, not the photographer. That's
true.
what I always say. It's me.
Awful.
Yeah.
Horrible photo.
Ew. I mean, like the out of focus stuff looks good. I think like the skin tones do look good, but it's very sort of dark and murky, I guess. I don't think the lens does anything particularly interesting here either.
The city's a bit smoggy at the moment, so it's not going to look that nice, but might still change over to a telephoto lens in a moment for a bit of that skyline action. So this is a 70 to 150. This lens is actually really interesting because it's when you pull the barrel back, it's at 150 and you push it forward and it zooms out rather than zooming in. There's a built-in lens hood as well.
It's a city.
Yeah, I would have liked it a bit more if it was a bit more of a blue sky. The big thing is though, the city's quite hazy. It was not a very clear day overall.
But I think something unique you captured here is like sort of the really greenish colours of the ocean that you get around Brighton and close to Melbourne. I don't know if it's a good thing water-wise, but yeah, it looks interesting and comes across nicely in this picture. Woof.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed with my photo of the doggo. He was moving too quickly for me, and I think I was on the long lens at this point, and I just couldn't focus fast enough. I find on those telephoto lenses, the focus prism's quite hard to align properly.
Again, it's the tool, not the photographer. That's the issue here. That's what we're learning today.
The prism is hard to get on the long lenses. You gotta give me that.
Look, I'm not good at focusing either, so something's fishy about this one.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of cute. I like the little school of fish there. There's a big one as well.
Yeah, and I think that, again, the Portra did a really good job at rendering these blues here. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Ah, the tip.
Yeah, I really like this one. I think the colours are good on that beach box.
Yeah, I think just having that little section of just the tip of the beach box there looks really good, with the combination of that with the bit of blue sky and then the clouds looks really nice.
Mm.
It's not a particularly good photo. It's a good beach box. I think something here that's, although the lens isn't that good, something that's really nice is the texture on all the wood grain and then on each colour. Also is a good example of how Portra renders each of those tones across the spectrum differently. I might say that again without saying Portra tones.
No, I think Portra tones is good.
Okay.
Let's move on. It's good Portra tones.
Portra tones.
We've got to get a photo of the best box ever.
Nice. It's half the German flag.
Oh. Yes, I think this photo, it could have done with the post being a bit higher up in the frame, as well as if the aperture is a bit wider. If I was using a faster lens, it might have been a bit better. So it was the gear's issue, not mine.
Yeah, it's a camera, it's the tool, it's never the photographer.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Do we get another one of this roll? Oh, it's so close. We nearly had it. That's it.
Time
to give her a rewind. Yeah. I don't know if it's a nice thing about this camera, but the thing about this camera is that you can't actually open it without moving the safety latch. So we can only rewind until we do that latch. Oh, do you hear it?
Oh.
Oh, just do a few more for safety. And then we'll just turn away from the wind and we can open it. So you just have to twist that and it pops open.
So because Willy didn't check his camera worked before we came out, doing a bit of a tag team today. I'm Dan and I'm shooting on the Minolta SRT 100B. I've loaded it with some Kentmere 400 black and white stock. I'll be using 28 and 50mm lens. Yeah, we'll see what we get. Maybe one. Beautiful. I think the black and white here works really well. I'm pretty happy with this photo, although if I could do it again, I'd probably use a longer lens so I could get the buoy in the water a bit bigger and more prominent. I think that'd be nice.
Yeah, I think having it on the 50mm You get a lot of beach box in there, probably a bit too much, a little overpowering.
Yeah. I do like the reflections in this one, Willy. For this one, I had to walk out to the sandbank and squat down, sacrifice the Blunston boots. But yeah, I kind of like just how it's not a complete reflection. It's not super clear, but it's. I think it's still visually interesting there. Beautiful. Guess we'll head back up the beach.
I think you get a nice vista of the beach boxes, looking back towards the car park end.
Yeah, and I think the other thing I like here is the idea of that lone soul just on the beach by themselves, with us annoying them, of course. But yeah, having those beach boxes, having that lone soul, having it in black and white, a bit colorless, taking the energy out of here. We shot it during a lockdown. It's been pretty lonely. It's winter, cold, and I think that sort of atmosphere is captured pretty well in this picture. Might just change over lenses. It's the 50 from the 28. I mean, like, I don't want to be too generic, but we are at the Brighton beach boxes, so let's give this a crack. As a reasonably tall person, I find it useful not to always shoot at head height. Otherwise I get all the pictures back. It's all a bit boring, so always a big fan of the crouch down, or, you know, changing up that perspective a little bit from what your eyes would see in real life.
I kind of like this one more because I think having fewer people in the frame's nice.
Yeah, I see what you're saying here, but I think ideally I'd have a stronger subject in the picture as well, because it sort of feels like there's things to look at, but there's nothing that's the standout subject. So it's not as interesting to me visually. T8 now. Get a nice shot of Willy.
Oh, yeah. It's me.
Yeah, I kind of like it. I think that having the beach boxes behind you sort of a bit overexposed and vanish off into the highlights is kind of cool. Oh. I don't like how I cut off the tips here.
The eaves.
The eaves. Yeah, I really wish that I got a little bit of space on the sides of those beach boxes here. This is why Willy drove today, so I can leave this in his car, not mine.
I really like this one. I think having like the really wide foreground with the shallows of the beach, it's quite nice.
Yeah, it's like it's very contrasty, very grungy, lots of detail here, which is very interesting, yeah.
I think also you don't see the haze of the city quite as much in black and white.
Something I really like in this picture are just those palm trees sticking along the horizon.
Now, I kind of don't like how you have such a big foreground on this one. I think having a tighter lens would have done you some favours.
True. Oh, I might get a picture here.
This one's not good. I think not having the reflection of the shallows isn't as nice.
Yeah, it's just, there's a lot of just like grey. I mean, it's black and white, but there's a lot of nothing in this picture.
Too many shades of grey, take it back.
More than 50. And that brings us to the end of this episode of
Bean Shoots.
Wow. If you enjoyed what you saw, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
You can also follow us on Instagram, TikTok and Facebook at beanshoots.film.
Tune in next week to see us couple of beans go for a shoot in Melbourne CBD.
See you then.